Ajay Sharma, a young boy, becomes an adult and vows to exact revenge on Madan Chopra, an affluent businessman, for the death of his father. Seema and Priya are the two daughters of Chopra. Ajay and Seema start dating in secret. Chopra competes in his final auto race in Madras only to discover that another competitor, Vicky Malhotra, Ajay plays the part, let him win on purpose so that he could meet him. Vicky impresses Chopra, and Priya develops feelings for him. By adopting alternate identities, Ajay is able to date Seema and Priya simultaneously. Later, Ajay convinces Seema to commit suicide with him. When her father arranges her marriage with someone else, they write and sign suicide notes. But he then lies that he was simply testing her and rips up his note while keeping hers. They make plans to get married at the registrar's office the next day. However, while waiting for the office to open, Ajay takes Seema to the roof of the building and pushes her off, murdering her. He then discreetly mails her suicide note to her house. Chopra hastily orders the case closed to prevent further embarrassment should the suicide note be discovered. Suspecting that her sister didn't commit suicide, Priya secretly continues the investigation with the help of Police Inspector Karan Saxena, an old friend from college. Ravi, a college friend of Seema who had a crush on her, tells Priya that he has a photo of Seema and Ajay together at a birthday party back at his hostel. Before Priya can reach Ravi to see the photo, Ajay finds out about this and murders Ravi. In their struggle, Ajay forces him to sign a suicide note, which makes it appear as though Ravi is Seema's murderer. Thus, the investigation is halted a second time. Meanwhile, Ajay, posing as Vicky, slowly wins Chopra's confidence. Chopra decides to get Vicky and Priya engaged. It is revealed through a flashback that Chopra had been a project manager in the company run by Ajay's late father Mr. Sharma. But when Sharma discovered that he was embezzling money, he had Chopra imprisoned for 3 years. After Madan completed his jail term, he asked for forgiveness, and Sharma's wife persuaded her husband to re-employ him. However, unbeknownst to anyone, Chopra had returned to exact revenge. One day, Sharma had to go on a business trip. So he handed the power of attorney to Chopra, who used the opportunity to become the company's owner. Sharma learned of this after returning. But it was too late. His family was ejected from their palatial home after Chopra took a loan on Sharma's name. Ajay witnessed Chopra Eve teasing his mother when she came to ask for their home back, and she subsequently cursed him to tragedy and helplessness later on in life. Heartbroken, Ajay vowed to make Chopra pay. Back in the present, Seema's friend Anjali meets Priya and Ajay at a jewelry shop. She also discovers a photo of Seema and Ajay at her birthday party. Vicky and Priya get engaged that evening. Anjali phones the Chopra residence during Ajay's engagement party to warn them that Ajay and Vicky look the same. To which Babulal, head servant of the Chopra household, answers. As Babulal tries to inform Priya about this, Ajay intercepts the phone call, arrives at Anjali's place, and kills her, stuffing her body in a suitcase and throwing it in a river. History repeats itself with Chopra handing over the power of attorney to Vicky when he has to go on a business trip. However, a man and his dog find Anjali's body soon after on a beach. And when Priya and Inspector Karan hear about this, they realize that the murderer is still alive. Ajay decides to hasten his plans on realizing that Priya and Karan are hellbent on finding the killer, and that he has fallen in love with Priya. His plans hit a glitch when he and Priya run into the real Vicky Malhotra, Ajay's friend, whose identity he had taken, which makes Priya suspicious. After Chopra returns from his business trip, he is shocked to find that the company is run by the Sharma Group. Ajay reveals the truth of his desire to seek revenge and kicks Chopra out. Priya learns of Ajay's true identity from his friend Vicky and rushes to Ajay's home in Panvel. She is shocked to see a marriage locket with photos of him with her sister. Ajay comes home, where she confronts him with his misdeeds. He then tells her his story and also tells her that due to the poverty her father forced his family into. His father died of a heart attack. And his younger sister died of illness. His mother went into a state of shock as a result of the loss of her husband and daughter. And in her mental instability, she is unable to recognize Ajay as her son. Priya realizes that it is her father who is at fault as Ajay introduces her to his mother. Chopra arrives at his home, shoots Ajay in the arm, and has his goons beat him up. Soon his mother comes back to her senses. And when trying to intervene, Chopra injures her, angering Ajay. He fights the goons viciously and chases Chopra to the top of a wall at some ruins. He is about to kill Chopra when he is persuaded by Police Inspector Karan to have mercy for his mother's sake. Chopra takes the opportunity to impale him with a rod and laughs maniacally. Ajay laughs back and hugs Chopra, impaling him fatally with the same rod. And they both fall off the wall. He tells his mother that he has regained everything and collapses in her arms. Priya, Inspector Karan, and his mother watch despondently as Ajay succumbs to his injuries. Finally he died in peace in his mother's arm.